Hey you all, happy Saturday. Welcome to my channel. This is Dorita Lewis, your favorite forensic psychologist, clinical mental health counselor, and training. I hope everyone is doing well. So, before I get into the topic of today's video, I want to make a few announcements. Just one quick one. So, there were some people that commented in my section that I was not able to respond to. For some odd reason, I cannot figure out how to find your comments, so I do apologize. I'll make sure I respond to every comment that I see because I enjoy interacting with everyone who views the video and makes a comment, and I always want to just make sure that's known. So forgive me if I haven't responded to your comment. I will do that as soon as I figure out this YouTube studio, so forgive me. Also, let's get into it. The topic of today is discussing how and why the narcissist use silent treatment at the end of the discard of the relationship, and what can you do to self-help and cope and manage everything that comes afterwards, because it is a lot of healing that is needed afterwards. So the narcissist uses the silent treatment at the end of the relationship during the discarding phase as well, because it's an emotional abuse tactic of manipulation. It's a passive-aggressive way to make you feel like, one, you're losing your mind because you have no idea why that person is giving you the silent treatment, and sometimes you don't even know that you're being discarded. And so you're trying to figure out what's going on, how can I get this person to talk to me, what have I done wrong? So it kind of shifts the blame towards you as if you are the problem, and it's a form of punishment. Because if the narcissists know they're discarding you, they're giving you that silent treatment to let you know, or to make you feel that you're unworthy of their time and attention. And when they make you feel like that you are unworthy of their time and attention, that kind of builds self-doubt within yourself. You start to question things. You start to question everything you've ever done. And eventually, some people, they actually end up trying to beg the narcissist to talk to them again, even if they're discarded. The narcissist has gone non-contact and they want to have closure. A lot of people deal with the fact of wanting to have closure, and a narcissist is not going to give you closure. And even if you talk to them, they're going to just make it about you and how it's your fault and why you want closure when you hurt them, when in reality they've hurt you. So I wouldn't even try to get a closure from them. You have to get that closure within yourself and let that relationship go. Also, the narcissist will, or toxic person will, use the silent treatment as a form to make you think like, okay, well, what am I doing? What is the narcissist doing? So you're trying to figure out what they're doing with their time. And that can be a ruminating thing that goes on and on and on, and can really make you forget about things you need to do for yourself in this process, because all of a sudden your mind is just completely on them and what they're doing. Why aren't you being spoken to? What have you done wrong? And so you forget about, okay, but what do I need to do to heal? How can I focus on myself? And so the narcissist wants you to think that way. They want you to just be in your head about them, even though they're not in their presence. And that's how they feel they have this power over you. And so when they feel like they have this power over you, you send them a text, they don't respond. They do respond, it's very vague. And these are all intentional reasons. And you have to think about it. Emotional abuse in this kind of way with the silent treatment is the same as experiencing physical pain. It alerts the body and the brain when you start to feel the silent treatment that it is in the anterior cingulate cortex of the brain, which senses physical pain. So it's like your mind develops the pain in your body. So that's why you have chest pains, headaches, your body aches, loss of appetite. So it's a very somatic thing that you're going through, and the narcissist knows that. And mind you, keep in mind the love bombing stuff that they did to you in the beginning that we talked about in the previous videos. They're hoping you think, oh, what can I do to get back to that phase where they actually loved and care about me? But that person is a facade. That person was never there. That character, that personality that they gave to you was never theirs. They just borrowed that from what you told them that you wanted in a person, and which we'll talk about in another video. But you're holding on to someone that was never really there, and that's the most damaging part, because you're like, who did I fall in love with? Like, all of a sudden they're completely different. So a narcissist or a toxic person are gonna mimic you. They're gonna make you think that, oh, I have the right person that does everything that I like, that completes everything that I need, and they want you to feel reliant on them. And so when they give you the silent treatment, they feel like you're just gonna wither up and die, honestly. And that's the sad truth. They want you to feel in pain. They want you to just wither away because you don't have them in your life. So it's very, very important for self-care at this point. It's definitely needed. Honestly, when I left my relationship with the narcissist, I literally did not know who I was. I was so confused. Like, who am I without this person? And that's what they're banking on. They want you to feel like you're lost without them. But reality, that's a chance to really find yourself. So the self tip or self care that I would recommend is seeking out friends who are really supportive and there for you. Even if you might not have contact with them, because a narcissist or toxic person will want you not to talk to any of your friends or family, I would still reach out. Because if they're your friends, they're still going to be there for you and they're going to want to support you, especially, friends and family that have been there throughout a portion of your life when you had hardships before. 2, I would recommend seeking therapy, counseling. Very, very important. Like I said, in the beginning, I am not a licensed therapist. I am not a psychologist. I am currently in school for clinical mental health counseling, but I'm not a counselor, licensed therapist, whatever you want to call it yet. It's very important that you get out of the house. You get rid of things that remind you of that person. Because if you have notes and stuff, and for me, like the person gave me a lot of sentimental notes and stuff that I kept around the house, I had to get rid of all that stuff. Because if I sit in the house and I ruminated about it, oh my God, this person said so much nice things to me and I have all this stuff that person gave me, how am I trying to heal in the same place I was hurt, right? That's the common saying. So, number 5, I would say hang out with people that love and care for you. Like I said, friends and family. Get out of the house. Do something that you like to do. Find time to have peace. Go in the nature. Like, that's what I used to do. I used to go hiking, or I used to just go for a nice walk in the community if it was a really nice day. And reflect on, how did you get here? What have you learned? It's not necessarily why this happened to me, but what can I learn from it? What can you learn from what happened to you? I know that you're hurt. I know that you're feeling down. You are not alone. You are still loved and wanted in this world. No one can take that from you. The narcissist cannot take that from you. And they're just jealous of the fact that you have that characteristic where you can love and truly, genuinely care for other people. And that you have the opportunity to move around the world and still have an impact that's positive. A narcissist won't. They leave a trail of broken hearts and broken dreams. And it's something that drew the narcissist to you. And it had to be strength. Sometimes it could be insecurities within yourself that they try to, get on top of. But a narcissist is going to try to pull a strong person down. You are so strong. You are not alone. And you're going to get through it. It's going to take some time. Spend time reflecting. That's the best thing that I could have done for myself that I did. And it's the best thing you could do for yourself. So, I really hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, I'll also provide some links to places where you can get support that I found that was helpful. So, just keep in mind that you are not what the narcissist portray you to be. Don't go back to the person you used to be, because now you know better, right? You know more about yourself, you know about the red flags. These are things that's going to help you grow, so that when the next person comes into your life, you set those healthy boundaries, which I'll talk about in another video, but you set those healthy boundaries and you say, I'm not tolerating that. After dealing with a narcissist, is do not believe anything that they've told you about yourself. Like, period. You are the definition of strength. You are the definition of self-love. You are able and amazing to transform yourself into a person who can now identify red flags in people, who can now set healthy boundaries, who knows their values and their worths. A narcissist will never, ever, ever tell you that you are worth anything. Why? Because they don't want you to see the value in yourself. And it's a sense of freedom, you all. It's a sense of understanding within yourself that you know for a fact that you're going to get through this. It's always a little bit of hope and pain. And you got to take that pain and you got to transform it into believing in yourself, loving yourself, identifying yourself as a person that's worthy of being loved. Even if that person could not love you, they could not love you because they could not love themselves. Okay? They did not love themselves. They can't love anything. They can't even love themselves because they don't even know what that is. So they mimic what it is and they take it from you. You are so much stronger than you think you are. Because I was there. I was at my wit's end. I was depleted of all the energy. I've cried so much. I couldn't even produce tears because I was so sad. I was so hurt. I felt so alone. And even though I felt that way, something inside me said, look, get up. Get up. You don't deserve this. Get out. And that's what I did. I literally sat in the car before I ended it, my last relationship. And I told myself that I was not going to do it anymore. I'm not happy. I'm not going to take the verbal abuse anymore. I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I'm on this earth once in this lifetime. I refuse to let it be wasted by somebody who wants to waste my time, someone who wants to hurt me, someone who wants to treat me bad. And I decided in the car to finally say and stand up to this person and say, I'm not happy. And this person could not understand it. They did not respect it. And I said, it's over with. And that's when I took my power back. It's all about taking your power back. Because you will never get it with someone that's a narcissist or a toxic person. Never. Think about this. When you ended it, or when they ended it, was the beginning for you to live again. Because now you have that chance. And I cannot wait to see how far you're going to go. Cannot wait to see what you're going to learn about yourself. How you ended up drawing people like this in your life. But not necessarily, but more so, what can you do when you see somebody trying to enter your life that you know? You can see those red flags. Don't come in my house with that mess. Don't come in my space with that mess. I don't want none of that. No. Setting those healthy boundaries. Saying no, you're not going to tolerate that. You know about you. You know about what you want, your love language, etc., which is your definite no's, in a relationship or any kind. Family, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, everything. This is an opportunity for you to come out even stronger. And that's what the narcissist is going to hate about that, because you're going to evolve. You are going to shine. You are amazing. And they're going to be like, how is she still standing? Because sometimes what you think you broke down, you just start a whole new foundation even stronger. So you're going to make it through. I believe in that. I made it through. I'm happy. I am proud of myself because I did not let it get to me. And even when times I broke down and cried, it doesn't make me weak. So I really hope that this helped. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comments, and have a happy Saturday.